Assalamu alaikum class. So today we are going to do unit 3, data processing and representation, and the topic is why mean, median and mode. So we have been calculating mean, median, mode for um, mean, median and mode before, but we have to understand why we are calculating it in the first place. So let's consider an example. So this is basically a watchtower, airport watchtower, and what it does, it prevents collisions, and it organizes the aircrafts and expedite the flow of traffic, and it provides information to the pilots. So it will sell signals and tell us about the runway's position and conditions. Now, it will also inform them of weather reports as well. So now moving forward, it says that within the one tower you're working as an operator. So here, somewhere here, you are working as an operator, and so you have these headphones and the mic, and then you are in that chair and you have a PC in front of you. And so you are responsible of calculating the estimated time of arrival, approximate time of arrival of the aircraft BIA Boeing 777, which is flying from Islamabad to Manchester, UK. Or the distance between them is 1,000 kilometers. के बीच में जो distance है वो 1,000 kilometers का है. And so you know the formula or the equation of ETA, that is time equals to distance divided by speed. Now, what you have to do is you have to calculate the ETA. Now, you know that distance is 1,000 kilometers. And what about speed? So we don't know the speed. So coming on to the next part, it says that every short interval of time, aircraft sends you its speed. So aircraft is also sending you signals about its speed. And what it says that you see that sometimes it's flying fast because it's flying with the wind, and sometimes it slows down because it's flying against the wind, or it's making a turn. And sometimes the speed is actually zero as it has to refuel. And so the list of speed that the aircraft has sent all the way to the watchtower to your computer are these: 300, 302, 320, 270, 250, 340, 300, 000. This will be probably the area where it's refueling 150, 200, and 240. Now, you have to figure out which speed of these values are you going to use to calculate the ETA or the time. And so we think that maybe it could be the most frequent one. So within this, the most frequent ones are the zeros. And so speed, with zero speed, I can never reach my destination. So that's not possible. And then we have the maybe highest speed or the lowest speed. So highest speed is basically 340 and the lowest is 0. And so lowest is not possible. We have seen it from here. 340 is a speed that we can work with, but it does not incorporate or take in consideration of speed which are slower than it. So 340 does not consider 150 at all. So this is not a good speed as well. So maybe we can sum up the speed, and we can have 300 plus. Let's add these. Maybe this could work. So 300 plus 150, that gives you 450. But the highest speed that is possible is 340. So this speed is never achieved by the aircraft. So this is not a speed that we can work with. So now we are left with what should we do to actually get a meaningful speed that I can use within this formula and get the ETA. Now, the way we do is that we have mean, median, and mode. So within these numbers, so these are the three matrices or three stars that we can use to basically represent our data, or and it in some of these stars it incorporates the lower value and the higher value as well. So in this example we are just going to be concerned with the mean and not the mean and the mode. Sometimes mode is useful, sometimes mean is a useful value to work with, sometimes it's median. So it depends on the problem that we are dealing with. So now we have to calculate the mean to actually calculate the speed. So ET of other, so how do we do that? So mean is equals to sum of data, sum of all data points divided by total number of data points. And so, you know, the value of data points are these, and I have to sum all of them, and that equates to basically 300 plus 302. Just write it quickly: 320, 270 plus 250 plus 340 plus 300 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 150 plus 200 plus 240. And so these are all the values that I've added. And now it says total number of data points. So this is one data point, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So total number of data points are 13. So I will divide it by 13. I will calculate this, and I've already calculated before. So I get an answer of 205.5. That will be kilometers per hour. So now I know that my speed is my average speed, and this is also called average. So don't worry if you've been asked to calculate average or mean. They both means the same thing. My average speed or my mean speed is 205.5 kilometer per hour. So what I need to do is now I'm going to use this speed and I'm going to put it in here. So that's 205.5, and when I divide it, I get an answer of 4.87. Now this is in decimals, so this is hours, and so I have to, it approximately is equal to 4 hours and 50 minutes. It's an approximate value, so don't worry about it. So now we're going to use this. In this part, it says the ETA of other aircrafts are given, and it says compare your calculated ETA. So this is our ETA. So let's write it here: 4 hours, 4 hours and 50 minutes. And it says determine if there is a chance of collision on the runway. So runway पे कोई collision is possible or not, given that the clearance of aircraft from runway is at least 30 minutes. So एक aircraft को clear होने के लिए 30 minutes चाहिए. So we see that जो पहला airplane है PK278, its ETA is 3 minutes. So it will land safely because the distance of this ETA and this ETA is very great. So that's not a problem. SC350 is ETA is 4 hours, and so it's 4 hours 50 minutes. Again, this is cleared because the minimum is 30 minutes. So this aircraft will be safe as well. As for TA4789, that's 4 hours, that's 5 hours. So 5 hours and 4 hours 50 minutes, man, there is a difference of about 10 minutes, and I need a difference of of at least 30 minutes to make clearance of the aircrafts. And so there is a possibility of collision here, and so I will have to check what I can do to make sure that these two, my aircraft and this aircraft, does not collide as an operator. So this is it. Thank you, and look out for the next lessons.